just got over the flu, which is fantastic. You know what I mean? Had it last month. Whenever you have the flu, like or like COVID, you know, you always lay in bed and you try to like figure out who gave it to you. You know, just going through this Rolodex of people that coughed on you, sniffled near you, walked by an Asian or something. You try to fight it.
Emotional, damn it! You want some therapy? I will send you to Jesus.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. It's obviously been about 30, 40 years since Saturday Night Live was funny. Just like most late-night television show hosts, late-night television has exclusively gone to just pandering to the far left. When I grew up, I felt like even The Daily Show was kind of a make fun of both sides type of thing, even though they did worship Obama like he could do no wrong. Saturday Night Live has long just simply become partisan hackery, and it's just not funny. Politics can be funny, but people tune into shows like Saturday Night Live, which are having legendarily low ratings, because they want to unplug from politics, not because they want more politics. But of course, that's all Saturday Night Live knows how to do, and you knew they were going to have a meltdown about Donald Trump winning in a landslide this past weekend. They did not disappoint with their hilariously unfunny sketches. Bill Burr opened up the night with a monologue that was basically a pretty tame South Park style of, make fun of both sides. He had the great take, his wife is a TDS deranged lunatic, of calling Donald Trump a bigot. That wasn't enough for the far left. They were melting down all night on Twitter because he dared to make fun of women alongside Donald Trump. Quick reminder, my company, Coffee Brand Coffee, promo code The Quartering to save. If you haven't tried our coffee, all available in whole bean and ground. It is roasted fresh on demand. Please give it a try today if you're a coffee person. If you're not a coffee person, we've got 5 premium organic teas. It's the best tea out there, 100% money back guarantee if you don't like it. Also, we have a limited supply of our 12 Days of Christmas luxury advent calendar. It's shipping in mid-November, so just a week or so. We only have a limited supply, so please get your order in. The promo code, The Quartering, is good for everything except for the advent calendar. So give us a try, and I think you're really going to love it. SNL fans rave about funniest set ever as Bill Burr hosts show after Trump's historic election win. Bill Burr's opening set on Saturday Night Live predictably focused on Donald Trump's historic return to the White House, with one fan calling his monologue the funniest one ever. Now, that's simply not true. There have been far more funny monologues, and I thought Bill Burr's monologue on SNL was pretty mid. Burr started off by talking about other topics before pivoting to what you all want to talk about. His first joke targeted Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton, both of whom lost to Trump, and perhaps women who didn't show up to put Harris over the top in 2024. All right, ladies, you're 0-2 against this guy, 0-2, but you learn more from your losses than your wins. So let's get the game tape. Burr's next point was that women running for political office don't win by having respect for themselves and wearing pantsuits. I mean, again, I don't think the whole pantsuit thing works. I don't think that they have to be like having low-cut tops or be whores like Bill Burr implies here. But, a nice, tasteful dress wouldn't hurt. You don't win on office and policy. You got to whore it up a little bit. He yelled at the audience. I'm not saying to go full Hooters, but find a happy medium between Applebee's and your dad didn't stick around. Burr continued roasting feminists who he equated to ugly women. He insisted that female candidates should tease male voters, particularly those in rural areas where Harris performed the worst. Make a farmer feel like he's got a shot. For many viewers, Burr won them over during his opening monologue. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. The funniest performance from him ever. Normally, I can't stand 1 second, they said. One person commented on the clip, "Woke is dead. Bill is hilarious." Another wrote, one simply put, "He is the best." Burr eventually moved on to the frustration with how long the U.S. election campaign took. Look, again, I didn't think it was particularly interesting. I thought it was pretty lame. But again, the feminists were the feminist comment you knew was going to really, really make people mad.
If our planet falls apart, we can all go to Mars with the other man that we love and trust, Elon Musk. All right.
Check it out, Doc Mega. Yeah, but
that's
seriously, I run the country now, and America's gonna be like one of my rockets. You know, they're super cool and super fun, but there's a slight chance it could blow up and everybody dies.
I love Dana Carvey. That is perhaps a legendarily terrible interpretation of Elon Musk. I get it. He was jumping around in the Butler rally. You see, SNL is really trying to stay relevant with yet another cringe skit. They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. This is bad even for SNL. They had the opportunity to roll out a funny post-election sketch, but you chose to piss off half the country instead. Sucks to sucks. Just when you thought SNL couldn't get any less funny, Saturday Night Live used to be funny, at least in the 70s. But of course, not everyone they pandered to was happy. The feminists and trans people were really upset. Bill Burr calling feminists ugly women on the first SNL after election has radicalized me to a level I couldn't possibly comprehend when I thought I had already been radicalized to the highest degree earlier this week. Frick Bill Burr. Asian COVID jokes were never in. Bill Burr's painfully unfunny rainbow flag, trans flag turned on SNL for the first time in like 20 years. Why? Bill Burr is bombing live. Holy frick, I've never seen anything like it. Free Palestine. Bill Burr's racist joke 7 seconds into his monologue. Gotta be a record breaker. I mean, the far left absolutely melting down. You see, this was the worst cold open in the entire 50 years of the Saturday Night Live run. I mean, I get it. Their bit was like, ooh, please don't come after us, Donald Trump. This really wasn't very funny. They're all wearing dark colors like they're at a funeral. That's on purpose.
Show right. We see ourselves in you. We look at you and think, that's me.
That's the man I want my future children to look up to.
And Mr. Trump, Your Honor, we know that you say things that are controversial sometimes, but really you're just speaking the truth. And I hate how the lamestream media, Michael Che, tries to spin it to make you look foolish.
So if you're keeping some sort of list of your enemies, then we should not be on that list.
And it's C-H-E, Che.
And if we find out someone here voted for Kamala, we will rat them out so fast.
Like our 3 disgusting new cast members.
So real quick, left to right, that's Jane Whitline, Ashley Padilla, and Emil Joaquim. You can find their home addresses online. Hail Trump.
Aha, get it? Hail Trump, because he's like Hitler. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I guess like the comedy is long gone, especially when, like I said, you are completely ideologically captured. You know, Bill Burr simultaneously crushes on SNL and provides a blueprint for every talk show before both daytime and night to skewer Trump and Harris with actual jokes and humor. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think it was that great. Now, the monologue on YouTube has 56,000 likes, 11,000 dislikes. Let's see. Lamau, Colin throwing Che under the bus. I love how they handled this. It's difficult to ignore the elephant in the room, and just right amount of tongue-in-cheek needed to still be funny. I mean, look, these guys are lulberts. They have been, railing against Trump for 8 years. They also know, by the way, not one of these people, is going to be impacted by a Trump presidency in a negative way. They also know that this is going to be the best ratings they've had in 8 years. They know that. SNL mocks his own anti-Trump stance with support of his victory. Been with you all along. Hail Trump. Bill Burr is slammed for shocking tip to female politicians as he calls Trump an orange bigot in wild SNL rant. You know, you all know how to get a free drink, he said, adding, a lot of ugly women, feminists, I mean, don't want to hear this message. Well, I mean, are you surprised? All right, ladies, you're 0-2. You know how to get a free drink. Try to, you know, look attractive. Bill Burr's joke were met with livid response on X, formerly Twitter, where one user raged, Bill Burr making jokes about how Kamala should have shown more skin if she wanted to win and how feminists are just bitter, ugly women in 2024. TF, kick him off the stage. Another lamented, Bill Burr just said on Saturday Night Live that women need to whore it up to win the White House, and then proceed to tell classic feminists are ugly jokes. Are we going back? Well, feminists generally are ugly, almost exclusively. He then, of course, used his TDS to call Trump a bigot. So I don't really even know. You know, am I the only one confused by Bill Burr's monologue? Bill Burr making jokes about how Kamala should have shown more skin. The most tone-deaf monologue I've ever heard. It wasn't funny at all. A real estate agent. It was awful. Why? Because he called... I mean, that was an incredibly light criticism. Kamala Harris's ultimate humiliation and complete shock as groups turn their back. I mean, this is it. You know, you have lots of people turning against Trump. I'm sorry, turning against Kamala because they never really supported her in the first place. I mean, that's the actual reality of all this. They never supported her in the first place. Nobody wants to be stuck on that sinking ship, so they're all abandoning it. Like rats fleeing a sinking ship. You see this. Charlie, Kamala is so brat. What do you mean so brat? All these people have abandoned ship completely. You absolutely love to see it. I'm no big fan of Bill Burr, but if he gets the online lips, I mean, they could have did this Dave Chappelle skit, which was actually funny from 2016, still holding up. But instead they did the cringe mock funeral thing, which was already done by The View. So I can't imagine it gets much worse than getting scooped on comedy by The View. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.